This spotlight video is on Marvel Comics' Wolverine, a character with many creators who created the status quo of the character. It wasn't just one or two like most comic characters have. This was actually a ton of creators, and I will try to roll through the list as I go along. A lot of people think he premiered in Incredible Hulk issue 181. But the truth is, his first appearance was Incredible Hulk issue 180, because on the last page of the book, Wolverine pops out, full body shot, top to bottom you see the character, and he talks, and the name. So this is Wolverine, okay, that's his first appearance. It was one panel on the last page of Incredible Hulk 180 in 1974. Issue 181 was the first full-length appearance of the character, but the issue that he started out in was issue 180. A lot of people like to say Len Wein created him, but the truth is he deserves little credit in terms of the evolution of the character, in my opinion. Wein's concept was that he would have been a teenager and that the claws were a part of the gloves, and basically that was it. The whole evolution of the character that we know today is far and away different than the creation that he would have had. John Romita Sr. designed the Wolverine costume, the blue and yellow, the classic one, but artist Gil Kane, when he drew the X-Men cover, he actually changed the Wolverine mask by accident, and Dave Cockrum, who was the interior artist, he liked so much what Gil Kane did on the cover, even though it was an accident probably, he changed the art in the interior of the book to match the cover, and so Wolverine had that full style classic mask without the whiskers, and the ears and the whole thing got extended, and so that's how that came about. And I'm sure right off the bat that the Marvel Comics back then, they had no idea how popular this character would be. They had no idea how popular he would become. No idea at all. And it slowly evolved. Because initially, when they were bringing back the Uncanny X-Men, they wanted an international team. I believe it was Roy Thomas who might have coined the name Wolverine, they say, or it was a conversation with Wein and some others, but anyway, the name came along. I said Romita the visuals. And anyway, when he premiered, it was just featuring the character there in the Hulk, because they knew they would put him in the Uncanny X-Men. They knew that they wanted him part of the new X-Men roster. And one of the reasons was, as I said, the international characters that they wanted, which explains why they had Colossus from Russia and Storm from Africa and other characters like that, right? They had Sunfire from Japan. Anyway, back to Wolverine. When they first put him in the book, Uncanny X-Men, it was Dave Cockrum also who designed the face of Logan, the face behind the mask, because he was wearing the mask for quite a few issues before we saw him unmasked. And supposedly there was a character called Fang, or someone similar, that Cockrum designed, that he just took that face, and especially the hairstyle, the unique hairstyle, and put him for Wolverine. And it might have been John Byrne, who I read once, might have named him Logan. That's what I remember reading somewhere, because of a high Canadian mountaintop, and John Byrne being Canadian. Basically, Chris Claremont and them, they wanted Wolverine off the book. They didn't want him in the book for long. I guess they got tired of the character, and when John Byrne was there, he said, being Canadian and Wolverine a fellow Canadian, he said, no way, this is one character he wanted in the book and wanted to stay in the book. And under John Byrne's run, you got classic brown and tan costume Overall, my favorite Wolverine costume was the brown and tan one. Really think it suits the character perfectly. It was a redesign on the yellow costume, but a very nice redesign at that. And then when after Byrne left, Wolverine pretty much, in my opinion, was a mainstay of the character in the book. He really helped solidify bringing the character into a full realization of the potential, meaning this character wasn't going to be forgotten anymore, wasn't going to be one of those characters that after a few issues he just no one thinks about him for like a year, or he comes back every 2 or 3 years like other characters. They get some revivals, but then they get cancelled and they come back years later. No. Wolverine was staying after that point. And then you had issues like Frank Miller teaming with Claremont for that Wolverine in Japan storyline from the 80s. That was another classic one. And then eventually, probably took until somewhere late 80s, early 90s, by the X-Men animated series where he was featured, and of course the movies in recent decades. And he is essentially one of Marvel's most popular characters and one of their mainstays. And he started out pretty humbly. He started out very low tier, as I've said, for a character that just started out in the Hulk book as a bit player, a character that could have got lost in the shuffle, stayed around, and is one of the icons at Marvel, and one of the icons that is definitely going to last, stay around for basically long time. He's not going anywhere. And so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.